Harsimrat Kaur Badal. I am congratulating her. Thank you, Madam. Madam, I would like to start by extending my heartfelt condolences to all those families who lost young children from their homes. I feel their pain. Especially of all those mothers like you and me, and like everybody in this house, whoever is a parent realizes what a child goes through every time there is an exam. We see that throughout their school and college lives. And as mothers, we realize the pressure that our children are under. That pressure is just for a few months, when it is in school or in college, but when a NEET exam happens, there are children who live miles away from home for many, many, many years, missing out on all the joys of life. They miss their families, they miss their weddings, they miss their festivals, they miss everything. But they study with this determination that if I pass that exam, I will get that future, and they work day and night, they toil day and night. And when that future is wiped out because of a paper leak, the child goes into such an emotional turmoil that some of them cannot face another day and they give up their lives. So I start by condoling with all those families, whether in 2024 or 2026, and anybody else who has lost their child due to a paper leak, because that failure is not of the child. That failure is not of the parent. That failure is of the system and of the government that failed them. Let's be very clear about that. The paper leak is the government's responsibility to ensure that there is no leak. There is nothing that the student can do about it. So it is the system that failed. And while I will condole that, I also salute those thousands of children who came out in a protest against the systematic failure and woke up, not just the government, but I think each one of us, that this democracy is alive, the youth is alive, and they will not stand for this kind of systematic failure anymore. But while I welcome this bill, it is very good that you have increased whatever you have increased, whether the jail term or the fine, or set up a task force. But I ask the government that when has the rule or the jail term or the fine ever stopped it or ever been a deterrent? So if there has to be, if you are genuine about solving the issues, is what the student is asking or what the youth is asking, let's be honest, and let's not just do a cover-up by bringing in a bill, all of us talking about it, and then tomorrow things carry on as usual. Let's get the children together, the stakeholders together, and let's have an exchange of ideas. Each will tell what their issues are, and then we can bring in a bill which will actually solve the problem. So, madam, while I say that this bill is fine, I am sorry, it is not going to end any paper leaks, and we all know that. But what is even more horrific than this is that when the paper leak took place, the children came out to protest, and the nation was stunned to see how those children were treated by the Delhi police and the police in different states. I think that is what is absolutely shameful and which shocked the entire nation, that a peaceful protest was met with lengthy charges, beatings, tear gas, and the way they were treated. And the thing is that there is no accountability as to who gave the orders and who allowed them to do that. So while I totally condemn that, I think that the protest will not be complete until the people who gave such orders to attack the youth, the future of our country, are also questioned. Madam, I would also like to thank Gurdwara Bangla Sahib and Gurdwara Rakabganj Sahib, who, following the orders of their gurus, gave shelter to those children. They gave them food and provided them with a place to stay. By closing their gates, they upheld the Guru's philosophy of protecting the innocent and the oppressed, offering them a safe haven. However, I also condemn the fact that there were some among our own Sikhs, some ministers of the government who tried to impose the government's order over the Guru's command, demanding they stop providing food, water, and shelter, and filled the place with intelligence officers. I condemn them as well. But madam, the point I want to come to is that the bill does everything else. But I want to ask, where does this bill provide any safeguards? Safeguards. If the government itself makes paper leaks a means of earning money, then where should the state go? Where should the students go? And where should the people go? I come from a state where the Aam Party's entire sense of shame has been leaked. It has become a shameless government. The government itself is orchestrating paper leaks and earning money from it. So where will those citizens go? You would be surprised. The Chief Minister of my state says that in Punjab, here Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Bhagwant Mann, and our Education Minister say that no paper has leaked in Punjab at all. One thing is very important, madam. Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann and the entire Kejriwal Aam Aadmi Party say that no paper has leaked in Punjab. It never happened. In 5 years, Kejriwal says, Manish Sisodia says, whoever says by hook or by crook to win elections, if any leak happened in our state of Punjab, we would immediately make the minister resign. So, madam, I place before you in the country this tweet by Bhagwant Mann dated March 13, 2023, in which he himself writes about a paper leak. I am countering the claims made by the Chief Minister that a paper leak never happened. A paper leak means a betrayal of the future of lakhs of students, which shatters the dreams of the youth. Our government is a government built on the dreams and hopes of Punjab's youth. The negligence and irregularities that occurred in the Punjab TET exam will not be tolerated. I order the police to arrest them immediately. So this paper leak happened, and the Chief Minister himself admitted to this 2023 Punjab paper leak, but this is only one paper leak. But the reality is that in Punjab, every few months and 4 years, there have been over 11 paper leaks, one after another, and every time the government is just covering it up. Since May 2021, the Punjab Police Sub-Inspector PSCB midterm Class 12 exams, madam, the entire paper was leaked on a YouTube channel. You would be surprised, in Punjab, Bhagwant Mann starts drinking alcohol at 8:30 in the morning, so you can imagine how they run the government. In May 2022, in the 9th Tahsildar exam, the paper was leaked and dummy candidates were sitting there. In December 2022, another Punjab School Board paper was leaked on YouTube. In 2023, the Class 12 Punjab Board exam paper was leaked half an hour before the exam, affecting 3 lakh students, and many students already had the entire paper on their mobiles. After that, the TET teachers, which I showed you that they had shown, the one that they tweeted about, madam, the answers were printed right there in the question paper. This government, who prints the question paper? The students don't print it. And the question paper came printed with the answers. The entire exam was cancelled. What those 1 lakh students went through, and when they protested, they were beaten with sticks and badly injured. Madam, in 2024, the Agriculture Development Officer paper was leaked so blatantly that students emailed the CM a week in advance, stating an officer in his own CMO took 22 lakh rupees and leaked the paper. No action has been taken to date. PSLP Group B teachers, Tahsildars, and other officers were involved. In December 2024, their paper was leaked, and most notably, it happened in the CM's own constituency. And madam, moving on to 2026, leaving the other years aside, if I just tell you about a few cases from this year alone, I think the entire House will be shocked. First, this happened in the month of May. In that month, for the excise and taxation officer exam, you would be shocked to know that when the results were declared, the list in quote names like State Bank of India, Smiley, and GP and GPS. People got jobs like this. And there are students who have 2 roll numbers, sat for the exam in 2 different centers and passed both. Just imagine what is happening when these exams are conducted. This happened in May, and then, madam, after May, another exam took place. That was for the Punjab State Rural Livelihood Mission. You would be surprised to know that it was a 100-mark paper with 70 for the written test and 30 marks allocated for interview, experience, and qualifications. Madam, the merit list was released without any signatures, without any authority, and without any stamps. Who authorized this paper and why meritorious students excluded? There was such a massive scam that the High Court had to intervene and issue orders, with the court passing strictures that all proceedings would be held strictly in the judge's chamber. The High Court didn't trust them, so they took possession of all the records. And madam, leaving everything else aside, look at those who came here and claimed they would dismiss people like Manish Sisodia and Kejriwal. On that very day, such a massive pharmacist paper leak occurred at Baba Farid University of Health Sciences, and now you see how this government is trying to frame a paper leak as mere cheating to save itself. Just 2 minutes, madam, I am concluding. The paper was leaked. Students were caught there with hearing devices in their ears and small mobile phones. When they were caught, the government here, Kejriwal and Bhagwant Mann, now say that these children were cheating. Someone took a camera and leaked it. And madam, I have the FIR right here. First, this paper leak is caught on the morning of the 19th, and no FIR is registered until the evening of the 20th. A whole day passes, and when it is registered, it clearly states, madam, just let me finish in 2 minutes. It is clearly written that there is only a hearing device that was caught, and no camera was caught. The FIR says no camera was caught. So it took a whole day to figure out how to frame this paper leak as cheating. So madam, this bill of yours does not safeguard. So then.
That is all. Thank you, madam.